The elderly population is growing around the world. According to the UN, the number of people age 80 or older is expected to triple over the next 30 years. One consequence of that is more older drivers getting behind the wheel. Japan, with one of the world's oldest populations, is already facing an epidemic of accidents caused by impaired older drivers. As Lucy Kraft reports, how Japan is addressing the problem may provide lessons for the rest of the world.
In Japan, tragedies like this seem all too common nowadays. An elderly driver loses control and a busy Tokyo street turns to mayhem. This accident last year killed a mother and child, hats strewn on the pavement where their bicycle was demolished. An 88-year-old man has been charged with manslaughter. The victim's images have galvanized Japanese who are saying enough is enough. If my wife was still conscious as she was thrown into the air, said the grieving husband and father, her only thought was surely whether our daughter was safe. A grim new genre of dashcam videos features seniors driving badly. For much of the Japanese public, the country seems under siege by aged motorists. In fast-graying Japan, an estimated 1/4 of octogenarians are still on the road. Over the last decade, Japan has seen more than a 6% rise in fatal collisions caused by seniors. Few cars have collision avoidance systems, so Tokyo now subsidizes modifying cars to prevent sudden acceleration when drivers mistakenly hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. This store manager said if you accidentally slam on the gas, it activates this device, which restrains engine speed.
So you're flooring it now, and it's only going to go 6 miles an hour no matter what.
Chastened by the backlash, some seniors are going back to driver's ed. This one-day class was overwhelmed by demand. For 4 hours, they negotiated traffic cones, practiced slamming on the brakes, and learn how to ease out of alleys. 80-year-old Makoto Dano said his wife wants him to stop driving, but he's not ready. I've been driving for decades with no complaints, he said. Families are being urged to stage driver graduation ceremonies to get seniors to give up their car keys.
If the Japanese government has its way, senior citizens will be trading in their full-size cars for something like this.
Single-seat, ultra-compact electric cars with a top speed of 30 miles per hour.
It's a little bit snug. Unlike golf carts, it does have its own seatbelt.
It's just enough car for a trip to the store and far less of a traffic risk. Japan is considering a plan to subsidize purchases of tiny cars like this one, aimed in part at luring more seniors out of their sedans. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Lucy Kraft, Tokyo.
I like it.
It's tough because a lot of people, you think your independence is being taken away, right? And we should say there's some 90-year-olds are more than capable and it's fine to drive, and others may have a little more difficult time. So it's a tough issue as the population ages.
Right. You can understand why maybe you'd want to do more road tests more frequently when you reach a certain age, potentially.
Perhaps maybe they should be mandatory at a certain age.
Yeah.
All righty. We've solved the problems of the world.